KO2s. Not as good as what they used to be. Halfway across the gib. Hard to see where it is. I think it's just there somewhere. I'll find it anyway. We've got a small leak. Sharp rocks obviously hit us in the tread. Luckily, a few years ago when I was in Mataranka, I saw these for $7. Well, that's nice and compact, emergency tyre repair kit. So that's what we're going to use. Seen it before in our other videos. Check the playlist, search the videos. How to use one of these. Beautiful. Let you know how it goes. So better give you the update. This is a few days later. We're out at Kununurra. It's Sunday, so the tyre shop's shut anyway. And this thing's fixed itself. No, not really. I'll tell you what we found, right? So, BFG, it's down the bottom here, the valve, I've marked it. But basically behind one of these tread blocks, we found where, I believe a bit of like blue metal, probably something that's really sharp, but it's really thick on that. About there, the tyre's quite thick. And I went to put the tool in there, and it wouldn't go in, and it felt like it was hitting something, and I reckon it's hitting a bit of rock even though we couldn't see it. And then we noticed, looking at the air bubbles, they slowed down. So I went, okay. So then we pumped it up, and for about a day and a half it stayed up before it went down to about 15. Yesterday we pumped it up to about 40. Checked it this morning after driving on it for half a day. It was about lunchtime yesterday. Checked it this morning, still 35 I think, or something like that. Anyway, I pumped it up to 44, and we're just going to keep pumping it up every morning because it's obviously a very slow leak now, and the tyre shop's shut. And if we go into the tyre, because what I want to do is get the tyre off so I can feel inside what's in there, which angle it went, because I don't want to make a new hole in the tyre if it went that way or whichever way it went. So until we can find a reliable tyre repair shop, we're not going to worry about it. Other than that, we need to start fishing in the rubber and get whatever's in there out. G'day, how you going? Right, how you going? And then we can put a plug in there and pump it up, and we're in business again. But this, if it turns out to be a bit of blue metal, some sort of rock, that's the first actual puncher of a KO2 that I've heard of. So maybe these Thailand ones, the rubber is a bit softer and prone to, you can see there's a lot of, you know what I mean? Let's have a look at them. You know, they've been across the gib. They've been a bit other dirt roads, but not a lot. So you can see these cracks there as well. So maybe these Thailand ones, even though I didn't have trouble, the last ones are made in Thailand. Maybe, you know, they're starting to look more like getting like half worn, aren't they? You know, I mean, we have to measure that, but it's probably about 6 mil left, I think. So they're certainly getting down a bit. The dirt road wear increases the tyre wear, I think. They're not bad, but you don't want any less than that for a solid dirt road. Or if you're out in sort of mud, wet conditions, snow, that sort of thing, you want a good amount of tread. Anyway, I'll save this video, and when we get further down the track, I'll add it all together, and then you'll know what happened, where we're at. Back over this side, just having a look in case there's anything else. Look pretty good, but you know, I've run a lot of KO2s, and I'm starting to think people are right about these Thailand ones, which I've had before that I thought were okay, but you know, there's the wear indicator. I think they come out with less tread in the first place, and the US ones, I think they're 14 odd millimeters, and these are more like 12 or 11 or 10, or you know, they weren't wearing fast at the start. Of course, off-road they wear faster. They're not bad, but for only done, let's say 40,000 kilometers approximately, you won't get another 40 out of them. They'll be slicks, which means they are definitely wearing faster. When the KO2s first came out and they were made in the US, I did speak to the rep about them, and they said, oh, they've got 100% better off-road wear, because the KOs, they used to chip and chop a lot, and these were certainly better. But I'm really pretty sure I'm going to say these Thailand ones are going to wear out quicker. I'm not going to pay anywhere near 400 for them. I never did. Most overpaid was 325. I'd never pay more than that. I'll go look at other tyres. I don't care how reliable they are. They're not worth more than that. So there's what I think about them. And if they're made in Thailand and they're thinner to start off with, and they're going to get all these little bits of damage, what seems easily. I mean, there's some other chunks in treads. It's not bad, you know. It gets a lot worse than that if you use them on a lot of dirt road. But let's have a look at the other front one and we'll wrap it up, all right? See if there's anything we can see here. See the front ones? They just look better, don't they? Anyway, these will probably go on the Hilux for some track tyres now, and get the nice fresh ones off the Hilux and put it on the touring vehicle. And yeah, might have to start looking at some different tyres. Not sure what we're going to do. Subscribe, turn the bell on if you want, hit the like button. Let us know in the comments what you think. I know a lot of people have changed away from KO2s. Doesn't bother me what tyres you get there. It's up to you. I just like to share what's real, and you know, people think that I love these. Well, I don't love the price. I'm starting to lose a bit of faith in them still being a really good, reliable off-road tyre. I mean, this one's still holding air, so it is good. But, you know, that's a couple of things. I mean, it could be just coincidence. We've got 3 sets. Let's see what happens. Catch you on the next video. See you, people. There's a few little bits of chunks and things, you know. I just saw this. I saw the darkness of this. And then I went and grabbed this and sort of opened it up. And have a look at this, right? I mean, just unlucky or what? But see, that's through cut. That stone's gone through and cut into those belts. All right, so I'll just hold that back for a minute. You know, I mean, it's all right at the moment, but whew, mate, I've never seen. I mean, it could have been just luck, but then there's lots of. So, you know, for people that think that maybe I'm sponsored by KO2s or somebody tells me, pays me to say something, that doesn't happen. What happens is, we've used them a lot. We've seen them used a lot in all our groups and everybody else traveling in the outback, and they are the most reliable tyre. But I've got to say, from the limited amount of dirt road this set's really done it over their approximately 40 to 45,000 kilometre life, the wear on it, I would certainly say they're not bad, but they're getting down a little bit. We'll do some measurements when we get back from this trip and let you know where they're at, how many Ks, and of course, we'll have a good analysis and have a look what damage there is, and have a look at that other one. So I'll come back to you on that, but I think we'll wrap this one up. You might want to subscribe, turn the bell on if you want to know more. Let's have a quick look at the front ones. Yeah, turn that bell on so you don't miss out. The rear's always cop more than the front, okay? Even with the center diff lock on, to be honest, because I run the center diff lock as soon as I hit the dirt, and these ones look much better condition than the rears, don't they? Let's go back and have another look, comparison. I don't know, what do you think? Let me know in the comments, or am I dreaming? Yeah, nasty little, I mean, that could be just luck, so Anyway, hey, quick update. Wanted to let you know what's gone on so far. We've done thousands of kilometres since, and every morning we check this. It's on about 35 PSI, so I just pump it up to about 44, 45, and then drive for the day. I haven't checked it at the end of the day, but I'm guessing it's going down to about 40, something like that, more or less. And in the morning it'll be 35, and I'll pump it up again. Once we get home, I will go and see my tyre guy, who we can obviously do it all the right way and have a look and take the time to inspect it and have a look what's happened. So I think that'll be a separate video, but I just found a bit of damage on one of the other tyres. So I just wanted to show you a quick look at these. They're actually not too bad considering what they've done, but there's a bit of damage on one of the other. It's in the sunlight, so let's go around and have a look at that. You know, there's a few